So it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to Radio Leven 372. New theme tune, new everything. It's episode number 1, and we're just going to be heading into the Dumbarton Scourie. Good Lord, it's very busy. And there's Mrs Rowan. How are you, Mrs Rowan?
Oh, I'm great, thanks. How are you?
Not too bad. You're at the other end of the pub, though. I wonder if you could just come down a wee bit and we'll have a wee chat.
Well, I'll meander along all 6 feet of it. Come and sit next to you.
So how have you been over the summer?
I've been quite good, actually. The weather's been good, so had fun pottering about in the garden. As you know, we didn't go away anywhere.
Well, there's nowhere to go.
And we had 2 engagements in the family. So 2 sons got engaged. Weddings are booked for 2023. So a bit of fun and excitement there.
Yeah, it's all been good news as far as that goes. Let's just see what happens, shall we?
Yeah, so the diet started to get into my nice mother of the groom's dresses.
Mother of the groom dresses? What's that?
Well, I'll be part of the bridal party. So one has to wear a nice frock.
Well, you can make one yourself because that's one of the hobbies you've started over the summer period. For your birthday,
I got a new sewing machine.
The birthday fairies brought you a sewing machine.
Yes,
that's right.
And I've had fun. I've made
a mess,
a blouse, a dress.
Yeah, but what happened?
Bag.
What happened to the dress?
Well, it got cut up to line my tote bag.
Oh, I see. So that became a bag.
Yes, and at the moment I'm trying to make a quilt.
Oh, right. Oh, that'll be good. So that's what all those squares were lying out on the floor yesterday.
Yes.
See, gotcha.
Yeah. So to sew them into lines and then get the quilting and the backing and then do some quilting, as it's called, and then bind it all. And so I'm looking forward to that next project.
So that's going to be for the Doug, clearly.
I don't know. If it's successful, that's what you're all getting for Christmas. A homemade quilt.
Well, talking of Christmas, it's just round the corner. One of the things that people do normally at Christmas time, if there wasn't such malarkey going on in the world, would be going to pubs. Now, we are in the Dumbarton Scourie, which is West Dumbartonshire's premier pubshed, who sponsor this particular podcast. And it's fair to say that had we not built this about a year ago, we probably would have went insane because there's nowhere else to go. And one of the things that has kept us sane over the last couple of months is the fact that there's a burgeoning pubshed community out there on Instagram, Facebook and all other parts of social media, of which we are now proudly a part of. And it's been a journey, shall we say, getting involved, putting photographs up, interacting with pubs all over the UK, and there are some fantastic pub sheds out there, Mrs Rowan. You've had a look at a few.
Yeah, so one that tickled my fancy, as one would say, was the Cockwell Inn.
The what?
The Cockwell Inn. And they've got over 700 followers.
I'll bet they have.
Fantastic. But one thing that made me chuckle when I was looking at their Instagram profile was that they've got some bar mats and it's called the Cockwell Inn Deeply Enjoyable.
Innuendo number 1.
It just looks fabulous.
What does?
the whole pub shed. So we've been swapping stickers, etc., with all these pubs, so it's been great fun.
Yeah, the pub sheddies, it's a wee fad that's been going on. We cheated a wee bit, actually. We didn't go down the road that a lot of other people have been doing. We feel quite bad about it because we printed our own, but some of them are professional quality, really, really good, and we're a wee bit embarrassed, to be honest, that we haven't been down that road. So maybe we'll rectify that as we go on. But we've got a wall dedicated in the Scourie where there are stickers up there, and I didn't think we would get many to start with. I ran out of space, so I had to design another one, and it's looking really quite good, I have to say. Yeah,
so another one that caught my eye was Pablo's Disco Bar. Now this is the creme de la creme of a bar shed. They've even got a wood burning stove, so it looks absolutely fantastic, and I feel it looks cosy and trendy. And they do fantastic bar snacks. So they've got cashew nuts. They had
we've talked about bar snacks before.
Yeah, but they had chorizo and garlic crisps, homemade.
What? Wow, homemade.
Don't you think they sound
Pablo's
fabulous?
That sounds absolutely great. I love a packet of crisps, as you know.
Yeah, but they've got this lovely wood burning fire, a nice comfy settee and a bar and everything. It looks fabulous.
Yeah, it does.
So I would say that's one to go to. And if I'm ever in Durham, I think I need to pop in and see you guys and have a wee jig about in the disco bar.
Yeah, it is one of the better looking ones. And by the way, when we say one of the better looking ones, that's not to denigrate anybody's pub shed. Anybody who has put a garage together or a basement together where they can, escape from the world, fantastic. But there are some right good ones out there. And as Rowan said, Pablo's disco shed is a good one. One of the things that I like about the pub shed community that has caught our ears over the last 3-4 months is the fact that there's a dedicated podcast towards pub sheds, and it's called Ale and Audio, and it's run by Jimbo Wilkinson, a Yorkshireman, a Sheffield fella. He's got the most terrific voice, and when you hear him you can tell he's done radio before, but we'll do a little bit more on him a little later on. What's another bar that's caught your eye? Yeah,
another one that caught my eye was the Lone Star Bar. The reason why that kind of caught my eye was the name, firstly, because my friend Gregor is in a band called the Lone I was going to say the Lone Star Sharks.
Ah, no, they're just the Lone Sharks.
Oh, the Lone Sharks. So just ignore what I've just said. But I was drawn to that, and they've got a fabulous 1,343 followers. Isn't that superb?
Yeah.
But they're renowned for doing their cocktails, and as this is Halloween today, they're doing a liquefied ghost, and it just looks scrummy yummy. So it's made with vodka, vanilla simple syrup, 1 ounce of cream, and then you top it with whipped cream.
Wow.
And it just looks amazing. Just looks like a ghost in a glass.
Yeah, these guys at the Lone Star are famous for doing their cocktails, and it's an interesting account. In fact, I think they were up in Scotland recently, in Edinburgh, according to their Instagram account. They had a good time. Oh. No something you hear often about somebody coming to Edinburgh, that's for sure.
Yeah, but they had because it's Halloween. Can I just tell you one of their jokes?
Go for it.
So why did the ghost come to the Lone Star Bar?
No idea.
No idea. For the booze, of course.
For the booze, of course. And if I could actually work this machine better, I would actually put some sort of laughter there, but it doesn't work. But that's another wee thing that people need to know where we are. That this is an experiment, and as we go through each episode, we should get better, because we made a wee investment in buying a Rodecaster Pro to record the podcasts on, and so this is the very first time that we've done one live. We've been practicing like mad for ages, so let's hope it sounds all right to you guys out there. So Mrs Rowan, so there was 3 you were looking at. So what was the other one?
No, that is the 3. The Cockwellan.
Right. I can't count.
That is deeply enjoyable. Pablo's Disco Bar, which looks amazing, and the Lone Star Bar.
That's right. So I can't count.
Fantastic cocktails.
Yeah, indeed. Okay. Well, we mentioned earlier on about the Ale and Audio Pubcast, or podcast. I keep calling them Pubcast because I think that's what we are. Now, this is a podcast which has been going for a wee while, and it dedicates its entire programme to mentioning people who have a pub shed or a bottle house, as Jimbo would call some of them, and it's just a great wee listen. It comes out every Friday. They do a competition, and amongst it as well, they've got Judge John, who is tasked with the theme that's of the day. He judges the tracks that everybody puts in via Instagram, and it's absolutely fantastic. Now, one of the things that I like best about it is actually the theme tune. Now, I couldn't pick it off Spotify. I did my best, so I want to play this because I think it sounds great, so bear with me to see if this works. I just love that. Alright, Jimbo, Judge Johnny here. How's it going, love? I would say that was more Coronation Street than Sheffield, to be fair. So, Jimbo himself, as I said, he's got a fantastic voice, and I'm going to let you listen to it as he tries to pronounce the Dumbuckety Scourie, as we featured on episode number 89.
It's the Dumbuckety Scourie, it is. Have you seen that before on Instagram?
Dumbuckety Scourie.
Dumbuckety Scourie. He did well, because it's not an easy name to say, because everybody says Scourie and all that good stuff, and people often ask me what a Scourie is, and do you know? I bet you don't know.
I think a Scourie is a measure of liquid.
No, nothing to do with that.
Oh, right,
it's a baby seagull.
Oh, a baby seagull.
There you go.
Remember that time I got attacked by seagulls?
You did, yes. I didn't believe you either.
My friend and I were out for a walk, and these seagulls started dive bombing our heads. So, to cut a long story short, we had to go down on our hands and knees and crawl along the pavement. And I got home and I said to myself, I've been attacked by seagulls. And he said, oh, no, you haven't. And then later on he said, what's all that in your head? And I was covered in feathers.
Yeah, they made a right mess of you, to be fair. Yeah. They're awful birds, though. I don't like seagulls. So when we put the stuff outside in the Scourie beer garden for the sparrows and stuff like that, the seagulls are there. As soon as you put the stuff out, they're
flying
horrible.
rats, aren't they?
Yeah, flying rats are absolutely horrible birds.
Do you remember good old-fashioned values, good beer and good times? Do you remember getting a pokey hat with a flake from the Icy? Do you remember when listening to the charts on a Tuesday afternoon was a highlight, and when going to a new street seemed far away and going to Glasgow seemed like an adventure? Do you remember having a laugh with your pals? Do you remember laughing so hard that your belly hurt? Remember that? Remember when beer was real and no crafty? The Dumbarton Scourie is a classic pub shed that remembers when. Serving beer, hoffs and hoff pints or any measure you like. The Scourie, Dumbarton's premier pub shed. Aye, we remember when.
So, welcome back. I like that there. That was quite good. That was a wee advert that we did ages and ages ago for the Dumbarton Scourie as a wee practice, and it came out no too bad. What did you think? Did you like that?
Yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Did you like that? We'll be playing that again. You'll be sick of it, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, back to Alien Audio and Jimbo and Judge John. Now, Radio Leven, we actually got into the 10 out of 10 club in episode number 92. It was a theme all about pub games, and controversially, we won 10 out of 10 with The Winner Takes It All, where Jimbo, Judge John, gave us 10 out of 10, beating Bill Haley's Rock Around the Clock, who had 9.5 out of 10 by the Patriot Lockdown Bar. There was a wee bit of controversy on Instagram about that, because The Winner Takes It All, what's that got to do with a pub game? Well, if you can't work that out, then, well, what can I tell you? But
reminds me of ABBA.
Yeah, but a pub game, The Winner Takes It All, right?
Yes.
So that's why we won, I think. Anyway, what can I tell you?
I'm confused now.
You certainly
I'm
are.
confused.
Anyway, listen, it's been fun. It's been a short episode for episode number 1. We're good to be back. We'll be publishing or putting these out once a week, hopefully, for the next however it goes. And also, we're going to do a wee booster episode during the week for some music too, but that will only be available on Spotify. So it's been good. Thanks very much, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye-bye. Chin chin. Autumn's up.